So I wanted to provide some examples of remixing. They are coming from two separate manuscripts, one of older poems and then the actual remixes of them, which is in a newer manuscript. And so I wanted to just provide a few examples so that you get a general idea of what I mean by growing a poem or remixing a poem, seeing it at its different stages. The first poem, which was around maybe 2002, is titled An Old-Fashioned I Love You. Chasing thoughts of you is my pastime. In every way it illuminates me. No need to wonder if I love you. Dear, you know I do. You complete my very existence. I will be with you forever. Learning you is my new education, opening my mind to a new level of intelligence. Venerating you is what I shall always do. Ever and a day you are my heart and soul. You gave me a home, offered me the keys. Undoubtedly, you are my everything. You keep me where I want to be. And these are non-workshopped versions of these poems. That poem in 2010 is titled College Became a Secondary Institution. My new education boasts of bright, sunny smiles chasing you all over the room in my pastime, sunny, illuminated, never resting mind, existing on you, dear, oh dear. How can I keep you forever? This heart of mine is grand with you in it. We could build a world piece by piece, you and me. The next poem is titled Dear Heart. And this one, I believe, came around 2003, 2004-ish. You're an intense maze of emotions, one that I don't dare or wish to find an exit. You're the energy that vibrates life, one that keeps me breathing day to day. First words and I was taken. First sight and I was blinded by the grandest light of beauty. And perhaps I have told you that I love, but love cannot even compete with what your meaning is to me. And so I say to you that you are the air that I breathe, but even the air hasn't the importance to me as you do. Forever I shall cherish you, in hopes that I might stay in your marvelous presence. You hold the keys to more than my heart. You hold the keys to me. In 2010, that poem is titled Chasing Dorothy's Shoes. I am blind, lost in a maze, feeling my way through each inevitable turn. The hedges are precise in their shape, the edge always the most brutal. Touch my eyes once. It takes one moment to lose sight of everything but you, my beautiful creature, kept me living in these walls, stumbling on the soft, sympathetic grass. Sometimes I feel a bed of posies brought me here. Like I fell asleep listening, your voice echoing from a distant land. I might stay asleep, feeling my way through your soft echoes on the grass. The next Excuse Me Miss was 2003. Her presence subtle yet vibrant and dominating, drawing attention from all directions. She stands quietly, shades of blue filling in her heart as onlookers marvel at the sight. Questions run rampant, chasing thoughts of this exotic being. Imagination takes control, showing mental pictures one can only dream of her fire and ice. Rose petals framing the images as they pass by at untamable speeds, to a movie, to the park, then reality. Excuse me, miss. In 2010, that is The Lady Waits. I always find her walking to the market on a Tuesday. She wears a proper dress fitting the upper torso to the neck. Always on that day she is buying a fruit to put in her purse. She will eat it sitting on a park bench, watching the sunset. She will dispense of the pit when the sun fizzles sunny side up. Her head will face her destination. On her walk home, I will smile again and never say hello. First Words, which was about 2003. Gathering the words so as not to look uncool, I surrender to the meaningless chatter. Nothing is promised except a new knowledge, a force that keeps me glued, entertained, if you will. words guiding me to new questions as I await old answers. Time gives me a new gift, which is what you are. Many thanks for those first words. They are gifts to my heart. And in 2010, that turns into Each Time I Saw You. I couldn't remember myself because I was young, just a mass of soft flesh, bendable bones sprouting short black curls, smiling gums. My legs kicked with excitement to say something. My mushy brain, operating on drunken signals, put together a sloppy puzzle vocalized by 2 syllables. They were running away from my mouth like an unstoppable train. Here goes ba ba. Ever since then, I would seek courage from a beverage, shaking a plastic soda pop bottle, opening it outside to see the top fly from the pressure of carbonated excitement. That's caffeine, baby. Knowing You, which is about 2004. You are my light, so brighten my path. Make the day right with one without wrath. You strengthened my soul, strung it with love, sealed up the hole with hand and glove. Knowing you is grand. I can't say the line to express my demand of having you mine. Knowing you is like having grace at my side. My heart speaks at the mic for you whom I confide. And in 2010, that is shortened a great deal to Radiant. You've lit my path of fire, crackling away the dead leaves. Knowing you is like having grace at my side. And then the last poem, which is Our Dance. And this was also, I think, 2004-ish. 2004, yeah, I believe so. Fear of the unknown only draws me in, though I face unrevealed consequences. I pursue my quest for the ultimate feeling. One step forward brings me closer, inviting me to let go of all restrictions. I embrace the challenge, leaving myself open and vulnerable. My goal is obvious. Shining brightly and exerting its power, it stands before me, testing the bravest of my emotions. In every sense, it is my heart. However, no longer in my possession. Grasping it gently, you take 2 steps back, and we continue this dance of sorts for all of time. I shall never catch you. You will always have my heart. You are my heart. And that poem, which at the time I believe I had been studying a British poet, so turned into a poem with an accent, which is Early Bird's Chatter. The other day, did I tell you about the, we haven't any, the pigeon cereal? Yes, it's in the pantry. The pigeon, the cereal. Well, what about it then? It's in the pantry. That pigeon? No, never mind. Would you like some cereal? No, I don't think I would. I can give it to the pigeon. What's that? The pigeon outside on the windowsill. I've been meaning to tell you about that. The pigeon. No, not that pigeon. There's another one. No, it's not a pigeon at all. Well then, I've been meaning to talk. What do you know? To you, I do think there are 2 of them, in love with you. Did you hear any of it? I did. One is such a lonely bird to be. And so, those are some examples of remixing as my definition, and taking poems that are older and seeing them grow, seeing them at different stages. I think that this is a very possible practice that can be applied to poetry. And so I thank you very much for listening.